Guys, last time you saw me was either with the scaling, like the whole drip god fiasco. You think that's over? Well, this guy can't seem to drop a grudge. And the other guy who called me a massive manipulator, it was a interesting thing. I was called by like a friend of mine. I was Eisen. It was just a goofy situation over stupid shit. And I was also told by my friend's girlfriend. He she said like, "Oh, your videos are too long. I can't watch them." So guys, don't worry. I will stop doing 40-minute videos. I will just split them into parts and then trick you into watching the time of an hour long. So beware. Sariel is about to trick you guys into doing what I want and listening to what I want. But today is not about that. Today is a interesting day for me. You know, I this is my birthday. Now, of course, everybody has a fucking birthday, but I've been over the past like couple of weeks been in deep thought about myself as a person, kind of like soul searching, I guess you would say. So it's now I've hit my 20th birthday, and like I've been out of high school for 2 years, and I'm doing online college, but I just I'm at a point where I finally got out of my teenage years, and it's kind of something just really interesting. It feels strange, like last night I was playing at like 12 midnight, and I went past and I was playing Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. A friend of mine got it as a Christmas present for me, and he's a wonderful friend of mine, someone who is a brother to me, and I was just enjoying it. I've been playing it, and it's Cyberpunk is a story that I just love. It's something about the main character V and Johnny Silverhand's dynamic and their story is just something that I really find interesting, and in some ways I kind of can relate it to myself, where it kind of feels like I have to get stuff done in time or else I'm gonna be gone. And that's how I've been feeling over the past year or two. I've had a mindset that if I don't move quickly towards something, then I'm just behind and I'm missing out and it's over. And I realized it's not a very good mindset at all to try to hurry to accomplish something just so then you could say you did it. And I noticed this terrible mindset, when I was speaking with my friends and just really listening to them. Like, I have two friends that are very close, and they're both brothers to me. They're the only people I've ever met that's not family, where I feel like a bond that's inseparable, where I just if they left me in my life, I would feel just awful. They they were people I care about deeply, and I noticed when they were talking about their lives, they they were moving forward ahead. They're really going to places. They are successful people. Maybe they don't see themselves as that right now. They might think, oh, they're low in dumps. They're not in the best point in their lives, but they're really moving forwards far compared to other people our age of Gen Z. And when I was hearing that, in a way, I was kind of jealous of them. I was like, I really want to be at that position. I want to do this. I want to do that. And they're doing that. And it was bothering me in a way. And I realized, like, I shouldn't be having that, doing that to myself because I'm just making myself feel terrible by doing comparisons of, oh, they're ahead and I'm here. And I realized I'm being it's just a stupid ass. I'm not being smart at all. And I just I wasn't too happy with that behavior. That's all I'll say there. And so I realized I decided like a couple of weeks ago when I fully didn't have it in my head of what this truly is, I decided to just start rereading books. And like I was just rereading stories that I read years ago, a long time. Like I read Watchmen, All Star Superman, I read Batman the Killing Joke, just quite a few things. And I also just read a few light novel series and like just mangas, watch TV shows because I was just at a point where I wanted to see how I felt. And one of the books I read over again that I haven't read in so long was one called The Book of Five Rings. It's by Miyamoto Musashi. And I'm sure you might know this if you're some of the fans, you might be thinking, Fate. No, it's a real man, and it's not a woman. And I was just rereading the book, and I was like, this is now that I'm older, and I'm like, I read this when I was 16. I now kind of get it better. I understand what he's trying to say to the best of my current ability. And it has five rings in it where it each one represents an element. And well, one of them, well, many of them are the ground, water, fire, wind, and the void. And I'm gonna just try not to get into too much of it, but like I'm not gonna explain the whole book to you. That's what I mean. But like the fire book, like the fire section, is about fighting. It's about just being sticking to it and just being a strong-willed, fierce person. And that's an interesting area that I liked. And the Wind book is just about strategy. It's about thinking. It's about it just outsmarting your opponent and just being ahead, really thinking stuff through. And it's just an interesting part there. And the water book is about becoming like water, just going with the flow. And that's another book I like a lot. And the ground book was about like just being on the ground. But during these books, it talks about like a lot about other professions and just really describing to be a jack of all trades, but a master of none, and applying this into the one thing you are good at. For his case, it was fighting, but I realized for we kind of live in the modern day era, like I can't just, I'm not, nobody's running around with a sword anymore. If they are, they're usually going to jail. But the way I apply this book is I I realized I need to further my education and make myself into a better person that is more knowing and can apply all of the things I know into one thing and be the perfect person in that area. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, look, I'm looking at life in a different way than every other person that I'm in the communities of. I like distracting myself with this sort of stuff because I do end up having free time. I mean, I do have an actual life, but I do like a distraction here and there. And but I mean, there's sometimes a bit too much. I notice like there's some people that make it their whole lives, their like to just comment on every single video, WWWs all over, and calling people, every single person they know, a goat, even though goat means greatest of all time, and that's really put to one thing, yet you call every single person a goat. Uh, I don't get the logic behind that. And like another thing I notice is like these people, they use the word slander, but slander means making false statements. So to all the retards out there using that, it's like you guys do know it means false statements, right? So whenever you make a poll, like those people that make the weird community polls on YouTube, like every single day, like 50 million a day, it's like, wow, you really are not only stupid, but you're lifeless. And I just kind of had like a moment of like, wow, I really need to avoid becoming like one of those people. And it's just, I need to improve myself as a person. I've realized that as a person right now, I am not at the best. I mean, no one is at my age. I mean, you're not, some people don't even achieve the best a person can be in their lifetime. And that's what I strive for, to be the best. And it's a really difficult goal, but it's something I don't want to give up on. And I'm going to keep working hard to increase my education of what I'm capable of doing, physical work where I'm just I'm in good I become not only in really good shape, but like I want to look like Hugh Jackman. He looks like a fucking man. Like I remember seeing Deadpool 3 in the end scene where like the like his suit comes off like the upper half where it shows him like that dude was ripped and he looked like a man. Like he it was unusual, but I think it was cool. I certainly think it's possible for someone like me to do. I mean, it's hard, sure, but it's not an impossible goal to have. And I just I have a lot of things I need to do, and I realize now I'm at a point in life where I'm just kind of hitting an age where I'm like I'm out of my teenage years. It is time to just move forwards, work harder, work smarter, work uh, effectively. It just really mush everything you know into one being. And I'm gonna keep working hard, and I'm also gonna keep enjoying my side hobby I have here. And it's just I'm really happy with the position I am in life with both my parents, my mother and my father. They're great people, and to my two brothers. They're not my blood brothers, but they are brothers to me. They might as well be blood. And to all the people on the internet that support me and it make my life better. Thank you guys. I appreciate every single person that supports me. I had birthday messages today and you guys were just really sweet and caring people. And I will never give up on my goal of exposing scummy, trashy, and pedophiles to the world. I will always hate those people. I am gonna forever stay a professional hater of those people. It does not matter. You You cannot cross those lines, and I will stay the person I am. Was told a bit ago of like I haven't changed for the better by a person who doxes and did all kinds of things. A guy in the video, last video I made, and I kind of thought about it. It's like, what do I have to change? What really bad things are there about me? And I do self reflection, and I see some faults in my character. I'm a bit aggressive. I agree on that. But I'm not changing, and I'm certainly not changing for a person I don't know. A person that does not care about me and never will care about me, just sees me as a way to pass his time. And one of them called me lifeless while having, in just one game, 250 days played. It's like, okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say. My most played game of all time isn't even close to that number. And it's just insane. They have multiple games very close to that number, yet I'm lifeless. But anyways, I promised I would make a short video. Thank you for all the support you got, and I'm gonna keep on trying my hardest. I'm gonna be my best that I can be, and I'm gonna be stern on my views. And to all the people that are just like, I know I have one person that is still upset over fictional characters, like hates fictional thing that they've never touched in their life, um, because of me defending it, is still targeting it. Like, he had a poll of One Punch Man Saitama beating ORT, and it's like, come on, man. You don't even know the character. And he never responded to me either. And as of now, he might respond after this video, but I just, that guy really needs to reevaluate his life. He's 14 years old. He's young. He needs to just, I guess he's a young, dumb kid who doesn't realize that what he's doing is immature. And he needs to also pick new friends, because I got a video coming out. It will be called Pest Control with Sariel, and you guys are going to look forward to it, and it will be just as long as this video, maybe a little tiny bit longer, like a few minutes longer, and it will be multiple parts. Like I said, I'm going to trick you into watching the amount that I want, and I'm going to go down and I'm going to get through a lot of these people, well, a few people, handpicked people that are really dumb, that really are trying to gaslight you, I guess is the right word. They're gaslighting a whole community into believing outright lies that are easily debunkable, but no one does it because no one wants to say anything because they're afraid if they leave a comment, there's going to be 50 people jumping on them and like, oh, we can debate this. And then all the debate will be is a group chat full of insulting and spam tagging. So that's really why no one says anything. The community is ruined because of you toxic people. And I hope you're happy because now the scaling community is having its downfall. And I laugh at it. I think it's very funny. And you guys can enjoy your little enclaves you guys have where you all suck each other's dicks. I'm sure giving each other head on a daily basis, not just daily, it's like every single waking moment, like you're just giving each other head. It's like a human centipede of head, you know? They're attached by their mouth over, so like just saliva and shit over the other person's cock, and it's just like it's just a full line. Man, it is freaking disgusting with how much you guys dick suck each other. Uh, really, you should be like me. I love Morgan. She is hot. She is a woman. You guys need to stop loving men because you guys are gay. Anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go eat some birthday cake, and I'm probably gonna watch a movie. I was planning on actually watching Fight Club because I've never seen it and I always wanted to, so I'm gonna watch it. Alright, see you.